In an NFL game, the gear comes from a lot of big names. The jerseys are made by Nike, the footballs, Wilson. And more, the thigh pads are made by the Gedalises. What? You don't know the Gedalises?
My name is Brian Gedalis, and I am the inventor of what we call a tread cal, a three-dimensional decal that adheres to an athletic pad. I used to be a middle school football coach in Murray, Kentucky, and this was in the late 90s. And I came up with the idea when I would see the three lines of the thigh pad always popping through the pants, and I always wondered, why do they just have three lines? That never made sense to me. I didn't know it then, but I know it now. The reason they have three lines is for stability reasons. It keeps it from bending. Well, now we can make plastics and adhesives and all that stuff. You can make them any shape that you want, as strong as you want, as thin as you want. So I thought if you can make three lines, you can make a smiley face, you can make whatever shape you wanted. I bought some foam, some X-Acto knife, and I'd start cutting out three-dimensional shapes. The first shape I did was a football, and it looked like a cookie. I didn't realize it looked like a cookie until people told me that looks just like a cookie.
The first attempts he made when he cut them by hand with an X-Acto knife, they did not look good. I did not get it. He could see that this was something, and so I just had to see it through his eyes because I didn't see it at first.
Brian's attempts went from delicious to decent. He kept improving and eventually tasted sweet success.
In 2013, we picked up a couple colleges. We had about 8 colleges by the end of the year.
In college, you're trying to find something that's cool, swaggy, different, and that was something that, we were allowed to rock. It was like the Penn State logo, and I thought it was cool.
When those guys graduated college, they started asking for them when they went to the pros. So the first guy we had was Jordan Howard, requested them, we sent them to him. Wasn't sure if they were gonna wear them or not. I'm sitting on my living room couch one day and we saw Jordan Howard run through the line and the Chicago C and his 24 was popping.
Howard gets the carry, inside the 5, to the end zone, touchdown!
We went nuts, my family and I. We made it to the NFL. We've had over 600 guys in the NFL wear our thigh pads. We've done some really cool ones. Still one of my favorite, Tyreek Hill's Cheetahs. Tyreek Hill wore these in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. They came out really good. For each of those little black pieces there, we had to pop out by hand, so it took a while to make that one. This is Jamar Chase's. He wanted Uno with the number 1 on the back.
I got the Joker thigh pads. So my favorite character, Joker. That's why I got the hand tattoo. So I got the Joker pads. It's just like on the field, the type of person I am. It's more like I just switch mindsets.
We get a lot of guys say, hey, this is who I relate to. Kyler Murray's Bruce Lee's kind of jumped off the chart. We went back and forth, kind of explaining what we can do. I said, give us some ideas to work with. He said, I love Bruce Lee. We had to do a black and white image, and then we had to cut that out so it would pop through. It looked really cool, looked really good.
I've seen guys with the thigh pads around the league, and I think his name is Brian. I hit him up, and he hooked me up, so I appreciate him.
A lot of these guys don't realize I'm a 50-year-old father of 4. I have a day job. I've been an attorney for 20 years now.
I guess you kind of get that idea of some kid who's making some cool, dope designs.
Brian's no kid, and his business has grown up. Tread cals are patented. The designs are drawn on computer, and the foam's cut by a machine.
Today, we have the privilege of cutting out Saquon Barkley's numbers and designs.
We will get these things in big rolls. My daughter usually goes, picks it up.
Thank you so much.
And then Bennett is our picker. He will pick them out.
I get paid $10 an hour. It's a good deal.
My 17-year-old, Cooper, he's the one putting the back padding on, which is really what gives it the protection.
Brian and I are the ones that do the sticking.
What's this going on, Lauren?
This is gonna go on TikTok. These are Saquon Barkley's custom thigh pads.
We'll package it up, ship them off to East Rutherford, and then there's his pads for the season.
I put my logo. It's an S, but it's more like it's lightning. It's a way you can express yourself, the way you could put some stuff out there that you love, and you could put it on your football pads and go out there and play the game that you love.
The next time you see an NFL player wearing cool custom pads, Remember that the foam on those thighs was picked up by Lauren, spent time in Bennett's strainer, got glued by Cooper, and was assembled with love by Brian and Jenna Godalis.
The Godalises are making this product, and it's pretty fun to be able to compete with the big boys.
The fact that he's able to create stuff that I love and that other players love and do it with his family, I think that's amazing. That's kind of the American dream.